That's right. Yeah, Mickey, I think this is a very special edition tonight, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
But you know what we got to really say?
What?
It's Monday night. It's 8 o'clock. You know what time it is. It's time to start your week off right here on Play for Keeps the Show. This week, very, very special edition, our personal, because we love everybody,
Mm.
everything that everybody was putting out this weekend, but this is what we want to get in our collections.
Mm-hmm.
To preface that, San Diego Comic-Con 2025 in review. Mickey,
Yes.
let's first have our little case of FOMO and then play the intro. That's right, folks. We are back. It is time to talk everything, or not everything, because God knows
Yeah.
that's a lot of stuff.
There's only
But
enough
we're here
time
to
in the
talk
day.
about some of the fantastic collectibles and toy news that happened this past San Diego Comic-Con just last week. First and foremost, we want to make sure that we remind you to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Especially right now, we've got amazing content coming out from this past weekend. Michael and Thomas and everybody else that was out there have just done so much great stuff. Also, cheers to Vigilante Vibes podcast. Megan has been keeping it on lock with everything that has been coming. So now it's time to bring you into our toy box. Let's talk about some of the figures and collectibles and whatnot that we liked, that we didn't like, and we're surprised at.
Yeah.
And with me, as always, he's the voice of Nerd Initiative. He's the stick of deodorant that should come with every single ticket. He's Mickey CWK Smith. What is going on, Mickey?
That one is crucial. That stick of deodorant. I can tell you because I myself attended a con this past weekend, not the big one, not the San Diego Comic-Con, but Raleigh Galaxy Con. And there were a few times where I was like, boy, some people around here could use a little stick of deodorant.
And funny story is I lived in San Diego for years and I never went.
Oh man. You
Never.
had to go at least once.
I worked in hospitality, man. You know how
Yeah,
crazy
I know.
that city is during
That's your busy
man.
season. Yeah.
That's the Super Bowl, bud.
Yep.
So obviously, there's no real big toy news this week because this whole episode is toy news.
Yeah, pretty much.
Any pickups for you?
Yeah, I did.
I was gonna say you were at a show, man. You got to get something.
Found something that surpassed me a long time ago. Didn't want to pay those eBay prices for it, but I found it at a good deal at the con. Is that X-Men Mystique? It's kind of like one of the few X-Men that was missing from my collection. So really stoked to find her because she's a real quality figure at a really good price. Also, I started collecting Nintendo games a while back, and I found some really cool ones. I got Mission Impossible NES.
All right.
We got the original TMNT NES game. Total Recall. I like to collect action movie games, by the way.
Okay.
And Battletoads.
Oh man, I just had flashbacks of the Turbo Tunnel.
I'm gonna be punishing my kids with this. Soon. Did you pick anything up?
There is another pickup, but that's between you and me, and hopefully the magic of the internet will get that to you by next week.
Yes.
All right, so we're not going to talk about that, but everybody knows, I'm in a different space now. We've moved, and during the move, I found an old GameStop gift card randomly.
Yes.
Right. Had a few bucks on it, and when I say a few, enough to purchase not one but two Spider Figs.
That's two good ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Because with there not being really any Power Rangers going on right now, and Figure Arts and Monster Arts, and I pick up one every once in a while, I kind of got the okay to start collecting spiders.
Yeah.
So I do have Hobie and I have Spider Gwen, but let's start rounding it out.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, we were talking off air, and I lucked out and found that No Way Home.
Yeah.
And guess what? You go to click on it and you can't do it.
Oh.
It said, "Oh yeah, click here." Great.
I always hate that stupid website.
Stupid website. And I worked for them. Trust me, I know that the stupid runs deep.
Yes.
Just remember, folks, always go and buy the stocks from GameStop when they're cheap, and never pay for a new game at GameStop because you undercut them every single time.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
This
Kat.
is
That
not
mystique is awesome.
this is not endorsed and or sponsored by Nerd Mission.
Do I need to play the band?
We don't need the ticker. But yeah, we've got a nice lineup going on. So like I said, we did our top 5 figures that we want. We also did an honorable mention of the wow, we weren't expecting this. And I mean, it wouldn't be a show that involved me, especially if I don't have an opinion about something. So I have an opinion about 4 different figures.
Yes. I was nice, and I only included one.
But I agree with yours very much so.
A lot of people do from what I saw, but yeah, that's really cool. So yeah.
Let us get our comic on and talk about Comic-Con.
Yeah, so like as you said earlier, we had some people go and talk to some creators, and man, they did a really good job. Those were some big names that they got, and I can only imagine all the other cool stuff they got to do and got to see Jelly a little bit, but it's okay. One day, maybe one day. I don't know.
You've been to the big show. You've been to New York, all right? New York technically is larger than San Diego, just San Diego has better clout.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, per capita, New York actually has more people because of the space.
Yeah. So, but San Diego's more like the closer to Hollywood, I guess, so they get a lot of those.
Hollywood. But yeah, let's kick this off. We're gonna start with my number 5. All right, now coming out of Hasbro, they're still going on with the Age of the Primes, and this is one of the 13 original Primes. This is Amalgamus Prime, and I was really interested to see this because one, you really can't tell if it's a beast or if it's Shockwave with some super armor or whatever the heck going on. But this is one of the primes, and when you read it, Amalgamus Prime is the prime that can also, it turns in from this robot form into a spider tank form. On top of it, it's able to break off into other little mini vehicles. Whoa. So each prime has a particular specialty, so on and so forth. So we know that this is the prime of combination. This is the combiner's prime. Oh. So this would be Devastator, Bruticus, the aerial bots, all. Funny enough, I start with the bad guys, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What, the bad guy combiners? So yeah, Amalgamus Prime is going to be $39.99. So a great price. It's in the Voyager line, 21 steps to transform as well. I think I probably, for my shelf, up, well, it's not in camera anymore. Up there, I might leave this in vehicle form. I kind of like vehicle form. And I want to see, maybe if I break it down and see what these mini vehicles are out of it, maybe have it set up as a team. I don't know.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
bad. And folks, all right, this is my number 5. And trust me, something from along this Hasbro Transformer thing is going to pop back up eventually during this. We're not going to say where. We're not going to say when. So you got to make sure you stick around and make sure to leave all your comments. And, we want to talk about this. We love talking toys. This is why we're doing this.
Yeah, Transformers. They came pretty hard this year. They dropped.
They did also show another Prime, Quintus Prime, which has this weird squid thing going. So I would even say that Prime probably is the predecessor to the Quintessons.
Yeah. I like those.
And it's a very, very peculiar vehicle mode out of it as well. So I wouldn't be surprised that one's going to be the peg warmer out of that line.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's a weird army muted gray with silver accents. I don't remember. But anyway, what's your number 5? Hit me with the high 5.
All right. Numero 5. We talked about this for a whole month earlier this year, Masters of the Universe. And I reminisce that I missed out on the 2000X toy line, right? Like I wasn't into it at the time. Finally get a chance to redeem myself because the Masterverse line is going to be producing that line of figures again. They look really cool. And I mean, they hit like everybody you could think of in this first wave. I don't know how many waves they plan on doing it. It's just the one pass here, but it is really good. You see Prince Adam, you've got He-Man, you've got Man of War, you've got Ram Man, you've got Moss Man. They did everybody. I couldn't fit everybody on this page, but that whole animated series line is coming back, and it looks really good. You know what I'm saying? It's in that Masterverse. Like I think those are like 7-inch scale, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. So nice, big, cool figures. I really like that line. I collected, when Revelation came out, like I went crazy on that. And tried to get as many as all of them if I could. I know I missed a couple, but this looks really cool. I love that we get a lot of like the obscure Horde figures too. So like that's pretty exciting. uh, to go beyond this though, there was a ton of Masters of the Universe stuff, as
Oh
there
my
should be.
god.
There was a lot of Origins line. There's a new Castle Grayskull, kind of like I think it was a classic version, is what they call it, vintage Castle
Mhm.
Grayskull, which is more gray with like green highlights instead of that green with like the black, kind of looks like moss or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, super hyped to see that we've got more Masters of the Universe coming, that Mattel is still pumping them out. I heard a lot of grumblings from people saying, I just want you to finish the Origins line. I was like, I mean, they're still releasing that stuff, but this is kind of their big ticket items, right? Like, look at what we've done. And
Another. Oh,
it,
what
it,
do you
it
got?
helps. And it helps that the
The
movie is
movie.
right around the corner, right? And I feel like this series is probably going to heavily influence the look of
Mhm.
that movie. Yeah.
And I will say, our friend, Gwildor was there at the activation there in San Diego, Teddy Biaselli, and he saw the movie Sword and the whole
Oh,
setup that they had there. Very impressed. And another big one, she also got her own little half an episode. She-Ra and Swiftwind are coming out with their cartoon color version in a 2-pack.
yes.
And,
Yes.
compared that to the Barbie that we talked about before,
Hmm.
it really is something I wouldn't mind having on my shelf.
It looks great.
It does.
I think I saw like I don't know if it was Mondo. It was one of those higher end figures as well that are coming out with one too that just looked fantastic. I don't know. I'm sure it was way out of my price range, but yeah,
I
it's good
I
to see
showed
She-Ra get some love.
Yeah, I showed the wifey, the new Robin from Batman the Animated Series, Mondo. She's like,
Yeah,
"Oh my
yeah.
god, that's great!" And then I showed her the price tag. Said, "Oh my god, it's not coming in my house.
No.
We'll get the McFarlanes anytime." I don't know what I was more impressed, the fact that she knocked it down, and the fact she knew it was McFarlane.
Yeah, there you go.
Eh?
All
They
right. You ready for number 4?
hit me with 4.
Wabba!
So
Woohoo!
I wanted to highlight this one particular figure in this line. Mickey's talked about the Jada toy lines before. I have not had the opportunity to start with them, but I finally got a really, really good professional look at these. The amazing pictures that we found up from all over the internet. Um, but in wave 4, we're going to get the bestest robotic dog ever. And Rush is going to happen. We're going to get Rush. He's going to come with 2 different head sculpts. But I saw the rest of the line. I saw Bomb Man, Gemini
Yeah.
Laser. Da, 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 da. They first time they ever revealed for Wave 3 the Proto Man figure
Mhm.
was this past weekend. I'm not particularly a fan, and it literally comes down to the nose. And if
Okay.
that's the one thing I got to complain about is the nose,
It's not bad.
then they're doing something good. Like, I looked at Bomb Man, I looked at Cut Man, Elect Man, Snake Man. The face shape is a little off for me. I would have thought it'd been a little bit more square and boxy, but again, we're comparing 8-bit figures to 3D,
Yeah.
full form characters. But yeah, Rush, I'm telling you. So it comes with the accessories to turn them into the Rush Jet and also the Rush Coil. And as a reminder, down
So
in the
cool.
corner, no Rush Marines. Sorry, you guys, can't get through that one particular level all that easy.
Oh, man. I love the, like, it to me, it feels like a passion that Jada has for Mega
Hmm.
Man and other lines too, which we're gonna talk about in a minute. Um, but, like, you can tell that whoever is in charge of this, they're fans. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Jada, call us. Call us.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, please. Because just for me, like, I'm gonna pre-order everything Mega Man that they put out. I love it, and it's something I can share with my kid because he loves it too. So that's something we can collect together, kind of like we do our Sonic toys. And yeah, when I saw Rush, I was like, man, they are really doing it. I love this. They're going all in, and I really hope one day, like, we go to Mega Man X and we start that. That would be great too. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe.
Oh, don't you blaspheme. Don't you
All right,
blaspheme.
all right, all right, all right. I want a solid.
I'll send my Storm Eagle on you, okay?
I
I'm
want a
telling you, man.
solid zero figure, please.
Oh, that'd be just wonderful. But
Mm.
yeah, and the best part is I use this as my litmus test, and I showed, because I showed my wife the whole setup for this evening
Mhm.
because I don't bother her during the show because it's like, honey, look and look and look and this, it's like that one that new TikTok trend. This is my dad, and they're going to show you all of his collection. That's what my weekend is usually about San Diego, and I'm not going to bother my wife like
Yeah.
that. So using this, she's like, "Oh my God, they're so cute. I like them. You should get them."
Yes. Score.
Know what I'm doing here.
Uh,
Anyway, so number 4, I think we stay in the same manufacturer if I'm correct.
we do. Like I said, we're sticking with that Jada passion when it
But
comes to
not
these
only that,
toys.
Capcom too.
That's right. So we've got the Street Fighter 2. They kind of gave the next wave, which is Zangief, E Honda, and dang, I can't believe I just forgot his name.
T-Hawk.
T-Hawk, thank you. Yeah, these are really cool. Also, they revealed their Street Fighter 3 Alpha line is coming as well, which was cool. I didn't think that was going to happen because Storm Collectibles is doing that right now. So I didn't know if they'd want to like copy them, but I'm glad they're doing it. I don't know if I'll collect that one, but I'm
I know
excited. I might.
Charlie looks really good.
Yeah, the characters that aren't in Street Fighter 2, I might get those. So yeah. And then you kind of pushed me to include the color
Oh, I was going to
variant.
talk about it no matter what. I appreciate this, and the reason I appreciate it. So I'll if you don't mind, I'm going to steal your thunder on this one.
No, go ahead, please.
All right. So everybody knows, or most of you guys should know by now, because we've been doing this for almost a year. I'm not a fan of color variants
Yeah, me neither.
if they don't make sense. This makes sense. Why? Well, guess what? When Mickey and I are playing Smash together, which we never do, but and we both pick Mario, someone's got to be the different color, right?
Yeah.
So Jada included in here the alt color Dalzim, the alt color Bison, and then because of Yoga Flame and they even included in the Psycho or the Flame attacks. And I always appreciated the fact, even as a kid, that they made the models you couldn't tell who it was really, like
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
just made it big, and you knew that saved on space. Well, we know now it's saved on
Yeah.
space. But yeah, I think this makes perfect sense. And if I collected these, I would get them for myself. But I was more impressed with the fact that they had these knockback figures. Um, but yeah, I've seen the Jada toys. I saw the Jada Ken, and I thought you had that, and I almost picked it up for you. If not, I know
I
where to go get it.
I do have the Kin. But see, Jada has been all along, they've been doing these player 2 variants for every character, I think, like Guile with the blue shirt and blue camo instead of green. Ken with like I forgot what his alternate is, it black or something? I don't remember. Maybe reuse black. But anyway, they've been doing this throughout, and I thought it was cool that with these two they're including those flame bodies. And I didn't notice till I started looking after you said something, the Bison with like whatever that move is where he's like drilling in the old
Psycho Crusher.
Psycho Crusher, and they added those effects to go around him. I was like, now that I would like to have, because it didn't come with the original figure in the first, the original color in Bison. I was like, man, that would be pretty cool to have because that looks awesome. But yeah, they're killing it, man. They had a lot more stuff. I just, this one is the one that I care about the most, and I was hyped the most because I've been waiting for a long time. I need Zangief and E Honda because those were the two that I would usually play with a lot of times. So very happy to see them.
Yes, he's button mashing while Honda's going.
I was never ashamed. Never ashamed.
No, for me it was Chun-Li after she learned how to do the Kaikoken, and then you try do that up with the lightning kick. Yeah, I was good.
Oh yeah. But yeah, again, Jada Toys, keep it up. You're doing a great job. I really appreciate it.
So what is number 3 for me?
Click. Oh,
so our friends from Loyal Subjects had a great panel talking about everything that's going on with them. And interestingly enough, we will see them back on this list again. But specifically, we're going to talk about these two particular figures coming out in Wave 2, the Hurricane and Jackhammer. If you also notice up there in the corner, do you know why I have Night Stalker crossed out?
I don't.
because the original name for Hurricane was the Night Stalker.
Okay.
And that was the good guy vehicle, not the
Yeah.
bad guy vehicle. So if you take a look on the left side of the panel there's the Hurricane that's driven by Dr. Hondo, and I cannot remember his last name. He will be sporting his Blaster 2 helmet, and then the Jackhammer is the classic SUV that was used by Venom in the TV show Mask. This comes with its driver, and I believe he has Torch as his mask. They've really gone and done very well as far as lining up the most commonly used mask with the drivers.
Right.
The only person who really switched up a lot was Matt Tracker because, well, he owned the darn thing. He can do what he wants.
Yeah. Yeah. These are
Uh,
really cool. I was kind of like, part of me was a little worried that, and I still am, that this line won't complete because they're a little pricey, or some of them are I'd say some of them are.
no, some of them are, and trust me, there's
Yeah.
a reason why it's on the list later.
Yeah. And like, I was just happy to see these because we kind of got the main ones out of the way, right? And now we're kind of going into like secondary wave. Like this is what it would be. Yeah. Because that's like a 57 Chevy. Is that the one
Yep.
that's the Hurricane?
Yep.
Or it was the Night Stalker? Is that what it was
Yep.
originally? Yeah, that's one of the ones. I'm pretty sure I had that one when I was a kid. That was the only one I had from Mask. So like that's really cool. I might have, for nostalgia reasons, I might have to pick that one up.
And the fun thing is, if you look at the box packaging, what I love is the fact that they do with this is they actually make it look like it's worn, so it's been sitting in the back of your closet for years and years and years. Finally able to take it out again. The big thing I really want loyal subjects to do is, and we'll talk about it right now real quick.
Okay.
Their price points are very all over, and I understand the tooling and the detailing and everything. But they have a version of the Rhino that's out right now that comes with T-Bob, the little tiny robot that nobody liked.
Yeah.
And it's $25 more between the basic Rhino and the deluxe Rhino set. For like a figure and a half. The other thing I really want to see come out of this line is, because of, we always call the girl syndrome when it comes to toy collecting, they never did the heroes, the female heroes vehicle ever. A lot of 3D printers have done it. People have made it so you can get it as, your own personal thing, if you know a guy. But as far as a mass-produced figure, they've never done one. They've done the figure, but they've never done the vehicle to go with it.
Shame.
Yep. Oh yeah. So trust me, loyal subjects are going to come back up on this list, and again, I have reasons.
Yeah, we'll hear all about it.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3 is look, when I heard about this, I was like, I don't know. Now that I see it, I have a totally different appreciation for it. This is the Magic the Gathering Marvel Legends kind of like collab, I guess, where normally we would just get these cards, and we have gotten Spider-Man Magic the Gathering cards before in the secret lair.
Mm-hmm.
Now, though, they're attaching card and figure together to sell as a combination. There's 2 really good ones. I think you'll talk about the other good one next, but this one, man, battle damaged Peter Parker Spider-Man. He looks so good.
You know what? I'm going to look something up real quick about this. I would like to know who the artist was that they rendered the head sculpt off of.
Well, what's cool is I was showing you this Spider-Man after last week's show because you were asking, which Spider-Man, or last time we had a show. This is the same head sculpt, right? So I would really like to have this because this was the Renew Our Vows, I think, 2-pack with Mary Jane. I think that's what it was called.
Gotcha.
I love this Spider-Man figure. It's just got all great joints. I love the head sculpt, and I love that this head sculpt matches it, but he's all bruised up and cut up, and I'm like, dude, epic. I gotta have that.
And let me just throw this in here. I was just looking up on Magic the Gathering. So far for this set, there are 21 white cards, 12 blues. Sorry, you control freaks. 13 blacks, 21 reds. Wow. And how many greens do we got? 20 greens.
Yeah.
So, hey, they even have a card called Guy in the Chair. Does that mean we're going to get a Ned picture?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
But
yeah, no, they got Miles and Prowler, and I think it's fun. I see that you've already given a nod to me in this panel.
I know how much you hate the secret layer.
Look, it's not that I hate Secret Lair. I just think that they just do them so quickly and
Oh yeah,
so haphazardly. And for me, I would much rather have a set that makes sense, that has good integration into the actual game.
yeah,
With this limited run, I mean, it's just a little bit over 100 cards. Yeah, I might be able to pull a deck out of it, but how good of
Nope,
a deck is it going to be?
not great. And I think that these cards are really marketed as like collector pieces. I don't think they're marketed to be played with. I mean, you can obviously please use a sleeve when you do, but like uh these
20
are
years, I still regret not sleeving my cards all the way back then.
these are really, because I'm with you. The secret layer thing, some of that stuff, I'm like, it's too expensive for like 5 or 6 cards, right? And then you're mostly just paying for the license and fee, really.
Mhm.
And so you got to be either you're a huge fan of Magic the Gathering and whatever, and you're trying to collect them all, or like me, certain characters. I only got the Wolverine ones when they came out because I wanted those. Uh, Spider-Man I'd like to have too, honestly, but this coming with the figure makes a big difference for me. I haven't even looked up the price point on this. I don't know if I want to know because I'm sure it'll be like upwards of over 30. I want to know if that buck is the maximum Spider-Man buck. This thing might be like closer to 50, $60. So
Ugh.
I don't know. I'm scared to ask.
Look, all I said, man, is, if I happen to get one of these for my new spider collection,
Yeah.
you can have the card. I
Okay.
love you, man. You can have the card. I
For
don't
sure.
need the card. I don't want the card. I don't want the temptation.
Uh, are you sure you don't want the card? You want the card for anti-venom? Agent
Uh,
anti.
uh, well, I'm looking on here. So I found on another site. It looks like these will run for about $40 each.
I can handle that.
I
I was
can I can go with that.
If it was over 40, I was gonna be like, I gotta really make a decision if I really want to get involved.
Because, and again, I'm just saying, I think that's what I read on here. Yeah. So, blah, 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 30 collectibles release this fall for $39.99 a piece. So that's just slightly more than a
Yeah.
deluxe figure. And the fact that it comes with a fully printed card, God knows whether or not we're going to get foils or variants or anything out of that
Yeah.
on top of it. I can say I'm okay with this price point.
Yeah.
But coming off of your Magic the Gathering and Hasbro, my number two is actually most of the Marvel figures from Hasbro. Specifically, these are the ones that I want for my collection.
Uh, They're all awesome. I was like, I don't want to take a whole panel to just put every single Marvel that came out with them.
And then I did.
Hey, it's okay.
But yeah, specifically, I've got Agent Anti Venom, and obviously with the no card option.
Yeah.
Morph, which I think should have been done in the first part of the X-Men 97 line.
Agreed.
Uh, Good old Jubilation Lee.
Hmm.
Also, again, I don't understand why they decided to choke the line when it came out. Like, they knew how good this was going to be.
Yeah.
Like, we should have got all the standard team characters. Just my opinion.
Absolutely.
Then we've got these 2-packs. They're doing several 2-packs this year. I personally love this Cyclops and Marvel Girl, Jean Grey.
They look
The
great.
optic blast comes in 2 parts. One is a
Hmm.
straight laser, and the other one has this big, huge, wide blast effect. That, if you see, I put in real tiny on there. You can do the landing like he did from the episode 2 or 3. So I'm like, this is perfect. And we had to make it a family affair and throw Cable in, which is going to be on the classic, card back, because why not?
Yeah.
And then right up top there, not in the X-Men 97 line, is a Uncanny X-Men Storm. Comes with a soft goods cape, beautiful sculpt, amazing hair. But there is a Wolverine in the brown and yellow suit with uh, black
Like,
costume Storm as well. I
yeah, like
wasn't
the
particularly a
classic
fan.
look.
I
Yeah.
really like this one more. But
And
yeah,
that is on a retro card. And unfortunately, if I read correctly, that one is a Target exclusive.
Target. Well, luckily we got a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily.
You know, I got that on side lock. You know,
Yeah.
down.
I think it's funny that you admitted the two that I want the most, which is White Queen, which by the way is already sold out everywhere. I thanks a lot, everyone. And the Logan figure where he's in his like
Civvies,
leather bomber jacket and his
and they're
yellow
the two I
flannel.
don't want.
They're the two that I do. And I do want that cable as well, pretty bad. I would like
Yeah,
to have that Jubilee and Morph as well. I'd love to have them all, honestly. But like if
truth.
I'm budgeting myself, I'm gonna, get down to just 2 or 3. So
Yeah, but absolutely, out of this whole particular this panel, the big thing I really want to have is Agent Anti Venom. Obviously now because I'm spider crazy. But if I had to have anybody out of this X-Men 97 line, who do you think it is?
out of this wave or the total line?
Out of this wave.
Okay. I'm gonna say Morph.
You are absolutely correct, sir.
All right.
But I will give credit to the team over there at Hasbro. These sculpts that they've done for the blast effects for Jubilee's powers are amazing. So if you can go on their websites or even look up somewhere on the internet, all the fantastic promotional art that they've done, and I've never seen her powers depicted like that. Nor have I seen those particular color combinations to go from purples to reds to blues in a transparent effect from Hasbro.
Yeah. They're on fire right now. Like they're doing really good.
They really are.
I don't know if it's the nostalgia or what, but yeah, it's doing a really good job.
The one thing that I wish they would have done with Cable though is maybe give me an alternate head swap with like a transparent or a head swap that had like the sparky eye.
Oh yeah, dude,
But
gotta have that.
But let's be honest, we kind of know a thing or two about toys and sculpting and all that kind of stuff. That
Yeah.
would have been damn near impossible.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not lying there.
Mhm.
My number 2. This is my favorite Batman movie, Batman Returns, and they've released. Actually, I think they've gone in reverse order with the George Clooney movie, Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, and now Batman Returns. This is the one I've been waiting on. I'm a big fan of Danny DeVito's Penguin. It's like one of my favorite movie Batman villains. I love the story. I love the whole vibe, the clowns, the carnival, all of it. I love how dark it is. And then you get the Penguins too are going to be in this wave. That is awesome. I don't really care about Max all that much unless he's part of a Build-A-Figure situation, which I don't know right now.
Oh, it becomes more cowbell.
Yeah. And Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman awakened something in me at a young age, so gotta have that one as well. Then I saw that they have, his, I guess, Penguin Mobile. I don't know what you would call it, but that big rubber ducky that he drives around in the movie. I love that thing. I love how
I think
dark
that's
and
awesome.
campy that movie is.
Yeah.
So for me, if I was like, you can have the figures or you can have the duck thing, I want that duck mobile with the penguin. I don't care about. I could go without the rest if I could have that at least. So
Yep.
I'm pretty excited about it.
If you can't see, folks, that is particularly there are the two different penguin figures. One of them is dressed up when he's trying to be a politician. The other one is when he was, eating fish in his lair in his,
Gross.
Wonder Ruse. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm trying to think. McFarlane did a lot of stuff, but I don't know if anything was like wow to me except for this. Yeah, I'm amazed because I know that Mattel is going to start making DC toys soon, and I'm just wondering, like, is he just going all in here at the end or is he gonna? Are they both going to be making toys? I really don't know the details, but
That licensing stuff, man, that is red tape way out of our league.
I'm excited he's doing this. I don't really care about that Batman. I've got like 2 or 3 of those Batmans already. But Penguin, Catwoman, Penguins.
Hey, how about this? I'll trade you a Magic the Gathering card for a Batman.
All right. We can do that. We can work something out.
We can work something out. Now, before we get all the way to number 1, ladies and gentlemen, there has been some other things that have come up this past weekend. And we really want to make sure that, especially like these ones were figures or characters or whatnot that made us go, wow, we didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, it's a very specific one, and I said we were going to be coming back to this, and I was just absolutely dumbstruck, and I've already got the okay for this. But Hasbro has announced that we're going to have a Voyager class Wreck-Gar specifically from Transformers Animated. I loved the animated series. I thought it was such a
Good.
nice, new, fresh take. You know, it wasn't part of the amalgam universes before the not amalgam, the aligned continuity.
Yeah.
So I was extremely happy about this. Now, do you know why there's somebody peeking on this card?
Does he voice the character?
He does voice Wreck-Gar. This is the first character he's ever voiced. He has voiced another character in the new Earthspark series, one of my other favorite Transformers, Astro.
Okay.
But the reason he voiced Wreck-Gar specifically goes back even further. Do you want to guess to where?
The original movie?
Ba weep, grana weep, ninny bong. You are absolutely correct. In the scene where Cup and Hot Rod were on the planet of Junkion.
Yeah.
It's the song that's playing in the background, Dare to Be Stupid, was performed by Weird Al Yankovic. So when this finally came to be, he was asked to come and do the voice for Wreck-Gar, and this is one of those great, characters. He was created because a piece of the Allspark in this series broke throughout New Detroit and started bringing things to life. Not like we haven't seen that storyline played out how many times now, but the fact that you get a little, Junkion trash truck, did you become and this is the only Junkion in the whole show. They didn't make the motorcycle one. They didn't. No, this was it. So that will definitely be going back up on my shelf with my other Transformers figures.
Heck yeah. So I think we have one more Transformer left in our presentation at some point. Maybe.
Well, because I mean,
yeah, but one of the things I was saying though is that we've already seen a few so far, and we see this one now. They're like promo images or whatever we want to call them. Early designs, whatever design sketches. They look really clean and really good, and it just I want to know that. I hope that the toy will look that good too. And I know it's hard sometimes to get those details and all that stuff in there, but I've loved every image from Transformers that I've seen in terms of color and like the way they're designed and look, because they look a little cleaner to me than some things that have come out in the past. And I'm hoping that they're accurate to that.
Even more recently, the last big line that they did, the Legacy Collection, did look a little less. That's clunky. The best way I can put it. Clunky, less paint and whatnot. Yeah. And I've been down the aisles and I have seen these Age of the Primes figures. They do have the detail that we are looking for. They do have, so they're putting out what they are putting out. They are staying right up on it. So I have to appreciate them for it.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten any in hand yet because God knows that Star Optimus is like $170 as opposed to, But I'm just waiting to get some peg warmers or clearance figures at this point with those.
Sounds good.
Especially that Megatronus. I'm like,
oh yeah, for sure. So here's the other Transformer, right? The Grimlock from Transformers 4. Was that Age of Extinction? I can't remember what type. So yeah, I really dug that Grimlock because I love Grimlock, and this one was like that mean T-Rex looking, like he looks sharp and dangerous, and when he transforms into his robot form, he is a huge monster, basically, and in comparison to like Optimus Prime, like he doubles over him, if I'm not mistaken, in the movie. So much so that, as you could see in the bottom picture, the Optimus Prime from this line can ride on him. So I'm like, how big is that figure? Like, is that Optimus Prime a 6-inch? Is he like the core collection that is a lot smaller? Like,
no,
I don't know.
That's Titan size, dude. So that
Grimlock is huge.
And I don't know if that's actually Optimus. I'll be honest, because I know they also released it might be Nemesis Prime from that line.
It's technically Nemesis Prime. You're right. I was saying Optimus, but it is technically Nemesis Prime because that's the figure they're releasing from that line as well. But yeah, so big, and these pictures, I would say go look at other pictures because it looks really good, this prototype. And again, this is another thing what I brought up before, talking about the design images, like, is it gonna look that good? Because it looks really good, and like detail wise, and like I know there's a lot of physics when it comes to transforming these things that you have to do for design. Is it gonna look that good? Because that thing looks sweet, man. I'm just worried. And I want that Grimlock really bad, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna afford that Grimlock. But the other
Mezco,
thing,
give us a
yeah,
call.
yeah.
Or
The other
Hasbro,
thing for me that I was like, really, Mezco 112 is making movie turtles because NECA has that on lock, man. Like, those are synonymous in my mind. When you say I want some movie turtle figures, oh, you got to go through NECA. That's the only way, right? And now Mezco 112's in the game. I don't particularly love these because they look closer to like part 3, like in terms of like their heads almost, because they're a little bit bigger than the NECA heads.
It's the neck. They don't have the neck. They don't have the right neck. It's
Yeah,
right there. You're missing that fullness that the
yeah.
body has. I will say that the faces sculpts look great to the first
Mhm,
movie. That Leo looks really good,
mhm.
but I'm with you on this. I mean, we're not knocking what you're doing, Mezco,
No,
not at
not at
all.
all.
God knows we love your stuff. We just can't afford
Yeah.
it. If we could, great. If not, I'm gonna
Yeah,
stick
yeah,
with
yeah,
Mecca for a while.
yeah. I think, my thought was like, this is great for people that missed out on those because it's really hard to find those 'cause if they do reissue any,
Reissue.
they're gone before they get to shelves usually, you know what I'm saying? I
And then
was
you go into
lucky to find
Walmart
mine.
and you go, "Damn!"
Exactly. You can find all the, uh, Casey Joneses and April O'Neils you want and, like, damaged
Mhm.
those there's that 2-pack of a damaged Leonardo and Shredder from the Final Fight, like, they
Yep.
just sit there. Nobody's bought them. They're still there. They've been there for months at my
Egg
Walmart,
warmers.
and I'm like, I have both of them. I don't want another one. I don't care about the battle damage stuff. Um, but yeah, I was like, okay, this is good for people that missed out on those and want those turtles, and it may be good for people that want both. I mean, if I could afford it, I would, but I know I'm not going to be able to. So, yeah, and I didn't include everything Mezco 112 because they released a lot of stuff too. Superman,
They did.
the Dark Knight Batman and Joker.
Red
Is it
Hood,
Marv? Marv from Sin City?
Nightlantern,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
And Nightcrawler.
Beetlejuice.
No, is it them that yes, they have a beautiful Nightcrawler coming out. I should have put that up
Yep.
here too, because I was like, "Wow, that would be awesome."
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. They came hard, man. They brought a lot of stuff. They got a lot of
Uh,
stuff coming out.
I think they even did like, yeah, it was Marv. I was thinking Solomon Grundy, but no, it was Marv from Sin
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
Done all up in grayscale too.
He
So
looks great.
yeah.
If I was a bigger fan of Sin City, I'd probably buy that, but it looked
Hmm.
amazing. I was like, "Dude, I would have that if somebody gave it to me, but I'm not gonna buy it." But yeah, they Mezco was on point. I was surprised to see original Turtles being that they're NECA usually. So,
Yep.
oh yeah, that's mine. Oh, nope.
We ain't done yet.
What? Somebody sound the alarm. It's about to get hot in here.
You know. But yeah, these were the figures that made us go, huh?
Made you go, huh?
Made me go very, huh? So first off, we're gonna start in we love these two franchises. We love Transformers and we love He-Man. Why are they putting them together?
Why not? You've
Look,
done
man,
everything else. You've done everything else. Why?
no,
Uh,
no.
he
Look,
He-Man is for
I
everybody.
saw the battle or no, we've got
Uh,
we got Battle Cat and they just
yeah.
revealed Panther they're doing as well,
Mhm.
right? With the Terror Claws.
Yes.
So that's cool. I wonder if he's gonna be flocked. I didn't check on that.
I don't think so.
I no, every Panther figure should be flocked.
Yeah, it should be. We'll see.
Should be. But these I think are just an abomination. They
Okay.
are Transformer figures done up as armor on Masters of the Universe characters.
I dig it.
No. Okay.
I really like I don't know why, I really like that Skeletor Megatron. I don't really care much about the Bumblebee Man-at-Arms, but I was like, "Man, that Megator Skeletron's pretty sick to me."
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then we'll go just below that, and Hasbro doing Hasbro things. they're redoing Ghostbusters. They got a great plasma series deluxe set with the Ecto 1 that is He-Man, Transformers are eventually going to happen. I love it or hate it. Someone's going to. Well, good. Someone else can buy them because they ain't getting my money. But anyway, so they have this deluxe set that comes with the characters from the second movie with the slime blasters and the deluxe Ecto 1. And I think like even the LEDs on the side will scroll like it looks like it does. I didn't see anything to confirm it.
Yeah.
But we're doing the throwback to the real Ghostbusters cartoon series, you know, the line that was done by Kenner prior to Hasbro picking them up. And they're doing a whole line of glow-in-the-dark figures.
You gotta. It's slime, baby.
But the worst part is that, you know, it's not like they are stark, ugly, pissy, green, white figures when the lights are on.
Yeah, that sucks.
And this is one of those times where I don't agree with a variant, and especially the fact that it is a glow in the dark on top of it. And, you know, you do glow in the dark, do a head, do a hand, do an eye, do an accessory, not the whole figure.
Just put some slime on them that glows in the dark.
No. The whole figure glows. Like I could just have it sit in front of a black light and then go, ooh. You know, they have a Slimer that goes in this line as well, but I'm sorry, that one, no, it just doesn't work.
It's fair.
So if we take a look here down in the corner, and this is probably the hardest picture to see, Mask, again, back to Loyal Subjects, they are doing a Mask 40th Anniversary Edition bundle and also character figures done in this black and gold variant. I did have another picture up of it, but I realized there was another figure. I was like, what the heck? And I had to throw it on here, so sorry.
Yeah.
But again, like, I love Power Rangers, and I don't like black and gold Megazord originally. And it took them almost 30 years to finally make a reason for it to show up in the Super Sentai. So cheers to Gojuger this past year for figuring out how to put, you know, Black Daijujin in. Awesome, great, cool. Only took you that long, but I still don't know the reasons behind this whole black and gold theme. Like, and the thing is, this is an anniversary bundle. If you try to buy just the Rhino, because that's all they're offering right now, that it's to order on their website, it's still more than just the standard Rhino, just because it's the colors. And it comes with Matt Tracker and Sato. Doesn't even come with the third pilot. So, but you also have the Thunderhawk, Switchblade, and Condor, all done up with this black and gold thing. And obviously Condor will come with the Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, that's I just don't get it.
Me neither. I'm glad you put this last one up here because I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, the Stranger from the Acolyte. Little late.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Late.
I mean, honest to God, going through all of this, I could, no offense, Pad, I probably could have put down almost every single thing they've said for Star Wars figures this year so far. Because it's too little too late. What?
I almost put at number 5 the I really like the Anakin Rex 2-pack and the Palpatine.
I've already got them. Why do I need a 2-pack?
Well, I don't have them.
They're just a re-release. I literally have the orange stripe first edition Rex. I went out and spent way more than I should have to get it because it was the only Rex at the time. And since then, they've done 4 more Rexes.
Yeah, they have.
Well, 3 and this one. And then that's just still the same basic Anakin sculpt.
Yeah. But he's soft goods up there, too.
Guess what? I can go on Etsy and get one custom made.
Speaking of the soft goods, that is my problem with this Chimera figure because it's one I really wanted. It's honestly the only thing out of that show that I really, really liked was this character. I love that helmet. I love everything about him. Why did you make the soft goods under thing and then his like poncho is hard plastic? Why would you do that? Like that ruined it. I was like, I don't want it now. Like you can see it in posing pictures. It looks so bad because that thing doesn't move. You've got his flowing, like, I don't know what you would call it, like whatever his robes are. And then that poncho is plastic and it doesn't flow. It just kind of hunches over his shoulders when he's like posing. And it's just like, nah, man, you lost me.
I mean, they did the same thing. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. You know what? If I could pull up a picture, I would pull up a picture of the poncho from Fallen Order, and I wonder if they, took some of the ideas off of that.
Maybe, I don't know.
Uh, But yeah, I
But that was a
think
big miss. Swing and a miss.
once again, I mean, we got the helmet before we got the figure.
Yeah, I hated that.
I'm like, once again, they are putting the lightsaber before the horse. I don't get it, man. They're just
Me neither, man.
like the Asajj bounty hunter. It's like, oh, here's random ass Asajj from season 7 of Clone Wars, and that was how many years ago?
It's been a minute.
Exactly. This
I got
is
the OG. I don't need it.
exactly. I have, yeah, so do I. I got the original. We were debating on getting Bad Batch version. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, those are my WTFs, man. And as much as Mickey might like it, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, I've only got one, and it was a big old thorn in my side. As soon as I saw it, I hated it. I hated it.
Oh,
I want to know who thought this was a good idea, just like that rubber poncho or that plastic poncho. A shirtless character should not have that cut, that that joint, that type of joint, in my
mm-hmm.
opinion. He should have had that, like, you could see the Spider-Man, I put the green check mark on, you have that, like, bust that's like a swivel right there under the chest, and he
Yep. So
does
it's
bend at
bulge.
the waist
Yep.
as well. Would have been so much more pleasant to the eyes. He looks so awkward in that bent over pose, like, you look gross, and it bothers me because I probably would have bought this because I'd love to have that Rogue in that
Mm-hmm.
outfit, and I wouldn't mind having that Gambit, especially if he had, like, a crop top on or something, would've been really cool. So,
Yeah.
like,
Give me Himbo Gambit from one of the other episodes. I'm perfectly in, but don't give me
yeah,
random, B-boy Gambit.
especially with that is a terrible ab crunch for that's not gonna be, like, covered by anything, or at least painted to be, like, part of the suit. It's just his body, and it looks weird, and it bothers me, and I put that little the X mark because that's the body off of their starting lineup figures, which are, like, basketball players that they tried to sell that went straight to Ollie's because nobody wanted them. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "You guys got a ton of those left, didn't you?" And you were like, "Let's just throw it on this figure," because it looks the shorts look exactly the same, the torso, the body, all of it looks the same, just
Yep.
repainted.
The only difference is he's named a Gambit. Remember that.
And those starting lineup figures had jerseys on, so you didn't see that mess. So, yeah, I was kinda hot about this, I got a little passionate on that one, but yeah.
Good. That's what we're here for, So for once we can finally say bad form.
Yep, bad form
Literally.
for sure. Oh, man. Are we ready to move on to our number ones?
I think we are. Is it
Anything
you or
else
is
to
it me
say?
first?
It's you.
I mean, look, folks, again, we just want to remind everybody these are the figures that we love, that
Yeah,
we are excited to have on our shelves. We're not taking away from anything from anybody else. Like, I know I was looking for NECA stuff to add on here, but when my heart saw Rush, I had to have that. And when I see this figure, the flow of nostalgia came out.
yeah,
So whether it's Bandai, Tamashii Nations, loyal subjects, anything, we love all the work you guys are putting out there.
yeah,
Just at this time, it's not going to be on my shelf. Now, maybe by New York, maybe you guys are going to put something else out that I'm going to say, shut up and take my money.
exactly.
But whatever your particular fandom is, trust me, something has come out.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, let's talk about let's hit that number one button.
Ka-ching! This is a good number one.
My number one is everything from the Nacelle Company. I'm sorry, but
Uh,
first we got the What's in the Box, which they're starting to do at every single one of their shows.
mhm,
Which they say, oh, in 24 hours we're gonna find out what's in the box, and what's in the box was the new Wave 3 uh, Nyota Ahura figure with the blaster as well. That is the prototype version that they unboxed and showed off at the show. We finally have the Sectars with the bugs, which I remember Brian and I
that's
had
cool.
talked about last year at New York Comic Con. Power Lords is getting their Wave 1. That's right, with Adam/Lord Power. I'm interested to see how this figure technically plays out because the original Power Lords figure was very odd in the fact that you kind of just twisted the head around or twisted the torso around, and you still played with the arms that were now this way.
Okay.
So that they showed off more figures. They showed off that the Year from Hell. They're going to do Year from Hell Janeway.
That's awesome.
Just a one-off episode.
Yeah.
And then they had Melissa Flores at the booth signing for Oni Press. They had Rob Paulson there signing for Biker Meister Mars, because he was the original voice of Throttle as well. Like they just blew it out of the water, and I wish I was there to see it. But the one thing I love so much is the fact that our friend Brian Volkweiss, got the opportunity to sit down momentarily with George Takei and show him his prototype figure with teacup. And now if you go to Brian's particular Instagram, Brian Volkweiss, you can see the whole video of George Takei going, "Oh wow, this is great." And then Brian has his moment, says, "It's an honor to meet you." And then as he's getting up, George Takei literally says, "You honor me by doing this." Like that. So I can only imagine what he was like in that. So to see one of our friends like that in that moment, I'll always say he's living the dream, as much as he will downplay it as a humble guy. But even George Takei said he has a copy of that teacup at home.
That's cool.
From set. So that's my number one. Nacelle has just blown everything out of the water. Cowboys of Moon Mesa, Robo Force. The Devastator's got a new variant that's going to be coming out as well. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't fit it all here on the one page. And
I will say some of the videos I saw where Brian was showing off the Power Lords figures, I was kind of in. I was like, that looks awesome, because that Adam Power comes with 2 additional torsos. Like, you change out his torso, he's got like, so it looked really good. And it comes with, I mean, we talk about their accessories and the way they make these toys aesthetically pleasing and like easy to get them to look like they do in the cartoons or on screen or on comic or whatever it may be. They're providing you with everything you need to set that up, and I think that's awesome. So
they understand it from a collector's perspective, because at the end of the day, they're not only just fans, but they're collectors too.
Yeah, very awesome stuff. Can't wait to see that. Oh, and they sold they had like a special 3-pack of the Biker Mice from Mars that they were selling. I would have loved to have that. That's awesome. And like they had like Throttle in like a hot dog suit, a little figure. I was like, that's pretty cool.
That one, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm gonna be quiet.
All right, that's good. We'll move on to my number one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Mephisto!
Dude, when I saw this thing, I was like, that is sexy as hell. Oh man, it looks so good. He comes with his throne and that sword, and it's just I think we've been teased with a new Mephisto figure as much as we have with Mephisto in the MCU. And like, because not I think it was last year he was part of a tier for the Ghost Rider, the Charger, the car that was way overpriced, and it didn't make it to gold.
Yeah, from HasLab.
So we never got that Mephisto. I'm glad that they kept working on it and gave it to us here, because it's awesome. Man, that throne, dude, this is epic. I love horror comics, and I love Marvel's little corner of that with Blade and Ghost Rider and Moon Knight and Dracula and all that stuff, Man-Thing, all of it. And I'm just, I gotta have this. This is really cool, something to add to my collection, and it's gonna look really good on a shelf, man. He looks sick, and he comes with everything you see here, right? He's got the sword. I think he's got an extra head sculpt. He's got a couple of hands, and he also comes, like, you see him in that bottom left corner. He's wearing like, it's a plastic cape and a plastic like loincloth. You can change those out. They come with soft goods where you can change them out, whichever one you want. I thought that was pretty cool. They put a lot of love into this figure. I appreciate that.
And I love the fact that this comes right off the heels of Ironheart, where we finally now have our MCU version played by Sacha Baron Cohen. And somebody out there is going to make a 3D sculpt Sacha Baron Cohen, so you just go, you go, very nice.
If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong on this, but I feel like this figure's he's like pretty big too. Like he he towers over like the regular 6-inch.
I
Not
would be
towers,
surprised.
but he's got a
And
good height on him.
I would also say going off of the Gamerverse line,
Yeah.
if this sells really well, I would love to see a Blackheart figure come out as well.
I would too. They had that Build-A-Figure recently
Mhm.
with the what was that? It was like Jason Hellstrom, and I just didn't want any of those figures, so I couldn't get that Blackheart. But like, I would love to have a Blackheart figure. Yes.
Yeah, and for once, it would be one of those figures, especially when it comes to Blackheart, I wouldn't mind having a cell shaded figure
Yeah, that'd be cool.
because
Yeah.
I think that would make it more accurate to the game as opposed to try to make it real.
Yeah.
So
I also appreciate that this wasn't like a HasLab thing. This is like a
this is
legit.
go buy
Just,
it.
just pre-order it, and I'm assuming if they do like they did with the X-Men 97 Sentinels, which I haven't got mine
Mhm.
yet, it was like just like if you pre-order it, we'll send it to you. It's not like you got to hit a certain goal. Just we're gonna see how many people want this thing. So I would like it very much. So please, yeah.
I don't know
So
if they do we have a price on that yet?
I was about to pull it up because it is for pre-order right now on Hasbro Pulse, $79.99.
You know what? I can't knock that. I think they
I'm not
finally
either.
got no. I think Hasbro's finally starting to learn where we say no.
Yeah.
So we want to have our class and our figures again,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna, just randomly throw money out.
It says 6-inch scale Marvel figure, but I'm pretty sure in pictures he was a little bit taller than like the regular, like say like Captain America would be. You know what I mean?
And that forced perspective that they did do with the Magic the Gatherings Peter Parker
Yeah.
doesn't help considering the fact that Pete can turn into freaking crumble down.
Yeah. Alternate head, 2 alternate hands, sword plus soft goods, loin, cloth, and cape, and an immense infernal throne. So yeah, this for that throne alone and him together, that's a good deal in my opinion. $80.
I think it's an excellent deal.
Yeah, because that throne looks sick. If it looks anything close to that picture in the top right, I'm in, man.
Mhm.
Cat wants this as well. I hear you, Cat. Yes,
Shut
sir.
up and take my money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
So yeah, that's my number one, and I think we're all wrapping up now.
Mhm.
So, do you have any takeaways or final thoughts from as a whole? It may not have anything to do with what we talked about here.
Nope. As a whole, I think San Diego went really well. There was a lot of great reveals, some good trailers that came out, a lot of great news that came out. We definitely want to make sure that you're sticking here with us with Nerd Initiative so you can follow up with everything that we're doing. Again, tomorrow night, we're going to do our comic book recap of everything going on from San Diego. So, yeah, everything is going on. We
Yeah,
talked with Kirkman, we talked with Nicole, our friend Thomas spoke with Nicole Main's Dreamer from Supergirl, as a matter of fact.
yeah,
We've got all the great stuff coming out. So make sure you just follow us everywhere and anywhere.
absolutely. Please,
Please.
we've got some
But
fun, cool stuff.
to do that, you got to first and foremost make sure that you hit that subscribe button, ding the thing, make it ring, hit that bell to get all those notifications, and then slap that thumbs up so you can let Michael, the GEO, know that we're doing our job and we're doing it well.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
doing it well.
Doing it well. Well. Well,
Oh man,
everybody, thank you so very much for spending your time with us this week. I gotta say, we only talked about what 12 figures and still took up a whole hour to do it.
imagine if we went through everything.
Exactly.
It'd be a
But
whole day.
like we said, follow along here with Nerd Initiative. You'll get hopefully you'll get all the news that you need. And again, you're in the home for pop culture positivity.
That's right. We
Yep.
respect your fandom. So, I might be talking junk about that Gambit figure, but if you love it, I'm gonna be like, that's cool, man. I hope you get
That's
it.
cool, man. Yep. Your money, better your money than mine. But yeah, if it makes you happy, if it brings you joy, more power to you.
Exactly.
If you have this kinetic feeling with it.
Yeah. So that's it for us tonight. We hope everyone has a great week and stay tuned throughout the week for all the content that's dropping for San Diego Comic-Con. We've said it a million times, but we're telling you, it's good stuff. You want to see it. With that, I guess we'll just wrap it up with Remember, when you play, don't just play for fun.
You play for keeps. I'm out.
Bye, everybody.